Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon there. My name is Rajnish Tiwari, and today I'm making a video for the fifth SAM, third year. Okay, so the first unit is saying that we have to read the commercial cooking. So first, I would like to say what is commercial cooking. You know, in kitchen department, in food production department, or in this industry, we are making the food for the customer, and the customer is our God. Like we are saying, the uh, guest is God. So commercial cooking is generally depend on for those people who are coming in the bulk. Like bulk is the word, like a marriage party, like any birthday party. Because generally in a hotel industry, what we are making the food like a la carte, table d'hote. There's a two type of meal service, right? There's a table d'hote, there's a la carte. A la carte means platter to plate. Like if someone is coming in your restaurant and in order his order any food, so we serve the food, like we make the food and we serve for the one person. But in a bulk cooking, what we are doing, we are making a food for the different people, for the different culture. So we have to understand how we make the commercial cooking and what is the important of the commercial cooking and what are the equipment we used in the commercial cooking. Because in a la carte, for the one person you can make a because you have to make two or three chapati for the one person. But when we are to make a 10 person for the 10 person chapati 10 person, so chapati is in a bulk. So for the bulk, we can't use the one tawa and one griddle for the 10 people. So what we are doing, we are using the commercial equipment. Okay, so we learn all the things in this chapter. In the first video, we learn the what is commercial cooking. First, we have to understand what is commercial cooking. So how here we start. Okay, guys, see the commercial cooking. The commercial cooking is the mass production of safety culinary factory that makes snacks products. Mass production of the food or drinks made in a small batches is not considered commercial cooking. You know what is the meaning of these lines? The commercial cooking is the mass production. Mass production is means bulk production. We cannot make the food for the small people, like a small batches, like a two or three people, like a three or four people. We can't make. We have to make the food for the mass production. Okay, the first line is another form of the commercial cooking would be categorized the make food following the safety food handbook, like cooking a whole chicken in a 300 degrees Celsius for the 4 hours with a no salt and seasoning. I'll give the example. What is the meaning of this chicken? Because when you're making the chicken for the mass production, we cannot cut the chicken in a small pieces and we'll cook in the oven. We'll put in the oven and we'll cook the like 125 degrees Celsius. We cook in a slow procedure. We always, in a commercial cooking, what we are doing, we always make the food in a slow cooking procedure. We cannot begin like a fast, like it's not a fast food, it's not commercial cooking. So commercial cooking always is a slow cooking process. Another name is the slow cooking process. Okay, and the safety food handbook here, the safety food handbook is means in every kitchen there is a safety handbook. Like there is a in that book we have to write like how to handle this equipment, what is the temperature of the chicken, what is the temperature of the oven. If you are making the cake in a bulk production, we always put in a oven in a different temperature. So now there is a qualification reflect to role of commercial cook who use a wide range of well developed cookery skills and the sound knowledge of the kitchen operation to the prepare food and menu item. The qualification to reflect the role of commercial cooking is means if someone is want to make his career in a commercial chef or like a commercial cook, so it's not, there's a difference between commercial cook and the normal cook. Like a normal, we cannot say cook is we say the chef. Because what will happen In a commercial cook, you can't check the food, because when you are making a rice, when you are making a dal, you have to make in the mass production. So you can't check every single point, like dal is cooked or not, rice is cooked or not, a vegetable are cooked or not. So you have a certain skills, so you can smell it, you can you can feel it, the food like is now is cooked. So it's a sixth sense. You can't there's no book is there's right over there, now you can smell on this time. No, this is comes with a experience. If you gain the experience, you learn all the things. Okay. So now the term food service applied to operation on the business that prepare food for the consumption by the public. These businesses are classified into three main categories. Okay. So there is a three main category. The first category is quick service. You know, the quick service, the name says is quick services, means fast food, like a commonly referred as a fast food restaurant. This include burgers, chicken, pizza, sandwiches, and the short order restaurant. Okay. Where there is generally no table service. The kitchen and dining room are designed for the quick service and convenience. It just means whenever you go to the McD, whenever you go to the pizza shop, the burger shop, the Burger King, these are the quick service restaurant, because there is no dining, there is no table and chair. You have to go to the restaurant, you order on the decks, and they will deliver the order within a 5 or 10 seconds, because all the food are pre-prepared. All the food are pre-prepared. You just order the sandwiches, they just reheat the product and give it to you. This is called quick service. But in a operation, but in a commercial operation, you can't do that. You have to make the food before one day. Like you have to make the half, like that is called the par cooked, half cooked. You have, if suppose there is a bulk cooking for the rice, a bulk cooking of the dal, so you have to make the half rice production, like a half par cooked. Okay. You have to make the half done, like if 100 degrees Celsius you have to rice is prepared, so you have to make a 50% of rice before one day or 1 hour, like it's depend on the production. And after, when order will come, when party will organize on the time, so that time you have to prepare on the full services. Now we learn the second services is called full services. Here we go. Commonly referred as the dinner house and the white tablecloth restaurant, this include the table service and the sit-down cafeteria, club, and fine dining operation, where there is a more emphasis in the ambience of the dining experience. Whenever you go to the different dining restaurant, example, any restaurant, any big restaurant, so there's a dining table, there's a different theme of the restaurant, like a culture of the restaurant, like a Goan restaurant. Like if you go to the Bengal, there's a Bengali cuisine, Bengali restaurant. If you go to the foreign, there's an Indian cuisine restaurant. So what we'll do, we, if suppose there's a Bengali cuisine, so we all put the like Bengali theme in a restaurant. You feel like there is a Bengali, you come into Bengal. So this is called theme. So this is called full service. You have to go there, you have to sit, and then you have to make the order. And order will, the server will ask to you, sir, there's 25 minutes, it's take 25 minutes, it's take 30 minutes, it's depend on the menu. So you have to prepare, they have to prepare the food the front of you or back of the kitchen, and then come into your place. So it's take time, and there's a dining experience. That time you can chit chat, there's a TV and everything. But there's a difference between quick service and the full service. This is called full service because it's take time. Okay. Now the third one is a non-commercial. These are the food service operation. These are the food service operation that generally uh, embedded in the other business. They are generally found in schools, hospitals, universities, office parks, office building, and industries. It's depend on non-commercial. It means whenever you go to the college, whenever you go to the any hospitals, there also a food service cafeteria, like a cafeteria. You have to take the food there. But some hospitals, they are providing, and that they are collecting the charge from the customer. But some hospitals, they are giving a food with a like a free of cost. So it's depend on the nature of this organization. But generally there's not these are the institutions are non-commercial. Okay. universities. Example, if you are coming to the college, the food service is provided by cafeteria, but they are charging, but they're not there's no dining experience. You have to like a certain menu in the regular basis, the Sunday, Monday, Tuesdays, depend on the every day there is a different menu, and you have to check the menu and come to the cafeteria and find the food. Okay, many commercial restaurants come and go with a changing public desire. Restaurants generally concern themselves with only those things that can be seen by the public. Okay, some restaurant, what they are doing, they are changing the themes, they are changing the taste of the food. Is depend on the uh, customer, because some customer, they are coming to the restaurant, they are saying no, there is a is this product is very salty, this product is not cooked properly. So they are changing on the depend on the customer. If suppose any food is complaining too much, so what we are doing, we are just change the food or change the making the process. Okay, now the key to the any food service operation success is three types of key. If any food service you are opening, there is a three key. The first is production, second is productivity, third is profitability. So production, generally whenever you open any restaurant or any quick services, any full services or any cafeteria, when whatever you are out opening an outlet for the food, the three terms is very important. First is production, because if you are doing good production, it means you're running a good restaurant. The second is productivity. If your production is good, if you are good, using a good equipment for the production, of course there's a productivity will come out. Suppose you are for the I'll give one example. If suppose there's a 10 kg of product potato, you have to peel it. If suppose you don't have a potato peeler, so what we have to do, we have to take the peeler and still start peeling the potato. It take time, but suppose you buy a one potato peeler, and what we'll do with 10 kg product will put in the potato peeler, and potato peeler is take only I think 10 to 15 minutes to peel the all the potato. So it's time consumption. Okay, the time saving and the cost saving, of course, because if you are not using the potato peeler, you are using a human power, like human like any chef, you are giving a work to the just peel the product. So it take time. So always use the good equipment for the good production and the good productivity. And of course there's a profit. If suppose you are using the both production and productivity, of course there's a third one, is a profit will come to you. All of these, the operation have to one thing in the common,